I have a little dreidel. I made it out of clay. And then my dreidel I shall play.
Guess what?
Dreidel.
Intro. That's the intro! Yes, I didn't make the intro! Bam! G'day mate, my name's Dave and this is Brad and this is
Ian.
We're just calling it one E.
Ian.
Ian? Like Iran? How do you spell that? Ian? Is that E-A-I-E-N? Okay. Well, firstly, I've got to apologise. It's been a long time since we did a video because my bro over here got the man flu. Anybody who's had the man flu will know it's much more dangerous than anything else in the current... Anyway, getting back to it, you had the man flu, Brad.
I almost died.
You almost died?
I did.
I've died twice from the man flu.
Yeah?
There's a 0.4% chance of you dying. I'm pretty sure you're all right.
We don't talk about that again.
Respiratory issues for the rest of your life, though.
Because the current state of affairs, Brad's wife locked him up in a room and pushed food under the door.
We like to refer to her as the warden of Casa de Zaretsky.
What am I drinking tonight? I know what I'm drinking, but I'm going to let you intro it. Why are we drinking this?
Come on, Ian.
Ian?
Glenn, one of you guys want to finish this. You guys they were arguing about this earlier.
You go for it.
Glenfiddich.
That's right. Glenfiddich. Correct.
And Brad, do you want to rebuttal that statement?
No, we're drinking a scotch, which we never drink. I don't understand where the bourbon is.
I actually got asked by somebody who watches our videos the other day, why are the bottles always nearly empty when we do the video?
You're Australian, I'm Floridian.
And I'm American.
So, Glenfiddich. And with the Glenfiddich tonight, Glenfiddich 14. Actually, Glenfiddich 14, do you agree that Glenfiddich 14 is better than...
Yes.
You know what I'm going to ask you?
Better than 15.
Better than 15?
Absolutely.
You too? Anybody else? Comments below.
And it's less
Glenfiddich
expensive.
14 or Glenfiddich 15? I like the 14.
Less expensive.
Mr. Berman, I have a question.
Yes, what's your question, Bradley?
I thought we were smoking cigars.
We are, and we're going to smoke these marvellous little beasties. The Oscar. We'll put a picture in below. Here you go, Brad.
Wait, the Oscar what though? Because it has Oscar Valladares.
Will you tell us about it, Ian? You're a cigar aficionado.
So, I should say...
Why has it got this green wrapper on it?
Well, we'll get to that.
Oh, you going to tell us?
All right, no, we'll get to that. This cigar is very special.
I think they're a bit dry. My green wrapper's coming off dry.
He's having
Just like your sense of humor.
He's having problems with his wrapper.
My Candela wrapper's coming off a bit crusty.
Consistent.
Ian, as you were saying, this
As
cigar...
I was saying, this cigar is a sentimental value. It's the first cigar Bradley and I ever smoked together.
We did.
Yeah, it was the first
Hey,
one.
I didn't know that. Sorry.
It was,
Yeah, first one.
First one you ever
Yeah,
smoked
first one we
together?
ever smoked. It was funny. We were working at the lounge, and I was actually training him to be a cigar aficionado. And
Which, if anybody asks why I know nothing about cigars, case point.
I kind of walked into that one, didn't I?
You did.
Okay, yeah.
It's all right. You get used to it around here.
But no, it was the first one we ever smoked together. I remember we kind of sat back and were like, wow, this is impeccable. We'd smoked many cigars, but we kind of sat back and had kind of a starstruck moment, stared into each other's eyes, and had a glimpse of heaven.
Would you like to get a room?
Huh?
We already did. I'm kidding.
Hey,
No, but we were down at the local lounge, and we walked through the massive humidor that we have at our local lounge, and we decided upon this beautiful Oscar Habano.
Yes.
We were recommended this cigar by a trusted cigar aficionado.
Is that Dwayne?
No. And we decided to choose her and say, you will be our cigar this night.
And we stuck it in ourselves.
All right, that's enough of that.
I
You
do not
too.
stick this cigar
Seriously.
in any orifice but my mouth. Whatever you did is your problem.
That's area just for the rooster. Okay.
And this
so,
is how did you fit this up in there? It's massive.
so
How
which,
small-
so hang
Never
on.
mind.
So which ring gauge have we got here, guys?
We got the 60, bro.
Is it 60?
Yep.
Yeah.
Why did you choose the 60?
Dave, stop interrupting. So, we met upon this starry night. It was beautiful weather outside. We chose her. And Ian and I cut this cigar and lit it, and it just blew up with flavor. And we were not expecting how amazing this cigar would smoke, this Oscar Habano.
No. In all sincerity, it was impeccable. You got, from what I remember, the first time. We'll see, Dave. Have you had this yet?
Yes.
Okay. So this cigar, some of the flavor notes I remember getting. We'll see if they come back to us here.
I'm getting sort of a bit of cocoa on the light up.
Okay, so I wasn't getting coke. It was more of a cedary with a little bit of white pepper, with almost kind of a slight tip of the tongue kind of, I guess it's a root beer in taste, but it's more of like a, how would you describe it? Like of a sweet, but not overempowering sweet. The cigar smoker's sweet.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying.
I have no idea what either one of you are talking about.
No, but I'm getting a little bit of cocoa on the light up. It's not like a lot of cigars. A lot of cigars you light up, they're peppery at the tip, right? There's a bit of a shock to the system.
Just a tip.
Just the tip. But no, this is quite smooth and cocoa-y right from the start.
So the write-up on this, from our vast cigar knowledge, it's an Ecuadorian wrapper, Ecuadorian Habano,
Ecuadorian Habano wrapper.
Honduras binder, and a Nicaraguan and Honduras filler.
It's a nice cigar.
Ah, yes, okay.
Shockingly, has a lot of Nicaraguan flavors to it.
Yeah.
Without the potency.
But
of not,
Oscar makes a very big point of not really using Nicaraguan wrappers.
Oh,
It's
really?
a thing for them.
You mean fillers?
No, they use the filler in this, but they don't use wrappers in it. And back to your original point, Mr. Dave,
Yes.
Mr. Dive, why do they use the Candela wrapper?
Right, so yeah, why do they use the Candela wrapper?
The Candela.
I mean, normally the Candela wrapper is actually built into a cigar like the Swamp Thing and... Oh my goodness, can't take you guys anywhere, seriously.
Here's the
Sorry.
vacuum.
You see what I've got to put up with?
Sorry. It's all over the table. We're good.
Thanks.
Anytime.
So you haven't told us yet why they use the Candela wrapper?
I'm asking you.
No idea.
Why do you think?
Hold on.
Wait, hold on. You don't know, so why would
Well,
you guess? Why would you think?
If I'm not incorrect,
I'm not correct.
I was going to tell
Oscar-
We all assume he knows everything because he looks old as shit.
Exactly.
Oscar also makes the Leaf by Oscar, which is out of Island Jim's range.
Yes.
If you ever see, if you ever go,
They wrap the entire cigar in tobacco leaf instead of cellophane, right?
yes. Which, by the way, if you ever go to a cigar shop and you see what he just described exactly, wrapped fully in that leaf, do not light it. Take the damn wrapper off. It's
Have you seen that happen?
Yeah, it's so funny when people do that. They'll go and light it, and then the whole thing will start to catch fire because it's.
You're
a
not
brittle
supposed
leaf.
to light the outer leaf.
You're not supposed to light the leaf.
Okay.
Did you really do that? Anyway,
I would never do that.
moving on.
So I'm guessing it helps keep the moisture on the wrapper.
Nailed it.
Did I nail it?
So, based on our extensive research that we provided on this wonderful cigar, they don't use cellophane to preserve the oils, the natural oils that are on the outer wrapper. And they also use it to help inject some of that smoky sweetness that you get from a Candela, that you can only get from a Candela.
Yeah. So the Candelas we've had before. Oh, I had the grasshopper the other night. Got to tell you about that. But
You ate a grasshopper?
Yeah, that's what I
no,
heard.
the
That's what I heard.
Is that like an Australian thing?
Foundation Cigars grasshopper
Was it in,
special
like-
edition.
Oh, I thought that you ate a bug.
Yeah, no.
I just assumed. Okay, just checking. But it makes sense.
Sips.
Does it make sense?
There's a lot of sweetness to that.
Whiskey.
There's a lot of sweetness
Sips,
to that particular leaf, right?
Yes, to the Candela up here. There's a lot of sweetness to it.
And I guess that's why we're getting this sweetness on the lighter, because it's been sitting all that time in the candela. Right?
And I'm getting that campfire taste too. Again, that Candela campfire. I'm getting it.
Not as strong as
Like a KFC.
No, it is
not as
definitely
strong
not strong.
as like the KFC swamp thing.
But I taste
Yeah.
it. There's a smoky taste.
But it's very subtle. It's not overpowering. Like we were in the lounge today, and someone was smoking a KFC, and there were
you said somebody smoking a KFC.
exactly there were a dozen people in there. You look over and I'm like, who's smoking a KFC? You can tell, but this is a very subtle flavor that you can tell that blends very well with that cedary, slightly cocoa taste that you get as well. That's what I'm getting, at least. That's what makes it so beautiful. That and our experience.
Now, Ian, you're wearing a nice tight shirt there. It's going to be good for our ratings.
Okay. I said take the shirt off. You said take the shirt off. For the record.
So, you're right into fitness.
I'm comfortable in my own skin.
Absolutely, yes.
But seriously, you're right into fitness, aren't you?
Yeah, very much
And
so.
you have been for a long time.
He's barely fitness in that shirt.
Yeah.
Well, which is funny because I have actually been an endurance athlete.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I was going to bring that up. You actually rode a bicycle from one side of the country to the other, didn't you?
Yes.
This man ran 100 miles.
Yeah, I've done some crazy shit.
And you do those Ironman things too, right?
Like the bike and the which is funny because when it comes to cigars, people are like, "Oh wow, you're so healthy."
That's what I was going to bring up.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're so healthy. You why do you smoke cigars? It's so unhealthy for you. I'm like, excuse my language. I can fucking smoke 2 cigars and go run 10 miles in 7-minute pace. Now, not anymore because I've worked towards a different kind of fitness regimen, which is more heavier weights.
Yeah.
But in the day, it was I could smoke 2 cigars and then go run.
So I try to ignore him. I just try to ignore him.
Going back to our night. Anyway, I could go run 10 miles, and people
There's
have
not a squishy part of his body. It's crazy. It's just so thick. It's like a milkshake.
Sometimes there can be a squishy part of my body.
It's like a vanilla milkshake, not chocolate. But
Getting back to the point,
Sorry.
Ian.
Anyway,
You've done a bit of study on cigars and smoking cigars in relation to fitness, haven't you?
yeah. Oh, because I like to have when people say, "Oh, cigars cause cancer," and it's a hotly debated topic.
hotly debated?
And I'm not a medical expert by any means.
What's hotly debated mean?
It means people like to argue about it because it gives that it makes them feel like they're doing a service. The same reason you like to tell people to go stay home and never go anywhere and wear a mask because it makes you feel empowered.
Ian, we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. We can't talk about that.
That's
It's
close.
YouTube. We can't do that.
It's too boob.
Oh, that's right. Okay, sense.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
He's a boob.
Anyways, I digress.
Yeah. So, but what are the key things that you think that are different about smoking cigars to smoking, say, cigarettes?
Well, first and foremost, inhaling. I mean, inhaling anything is going to have some sort of detriment on your lungs because you're putting something into your lungs. Now, right now, you two are smoking cigars right next to me, so invariably, I'm going to inhale some of that.
And we've got
smoke.
all the doors closed because it's freaking cold.
Sure. So having proper ventilation, that's definitely one thing. But you're going to inhale a little bit of cigar smoke, but it's not the same as inhaling cigarette smoke. Now, if you look at the habits of most cigar smokers versus most cigarette smokers, 2 packs a day, a pack a day, it's not the same as 1 cigar a day.
No.
Not by any means.
No, I think...
Sorry.
We'll get to that in a minute, Brad. I know you're keen to. I know you're keen.
It's Hanukkah, everybody! Happy Hanukkah!
Today we're filming this the first night of Hanukkah. So happy Hanukkah, Brad.
I was waiting for it.
Brad's Jewish. We just
Mazel
Wait, what?
tov. Do we say Mazel tov?
muzzle tough.
We say, Lahom!
There we go. All right. Glad we got that over with. Okay.
Whoa. What do you mean glad? Like, is
Nothing,
my culture...
I think Ian was
Whoa.
talking.
Is my culture
The same way.
brushed to the side?
The same way you would say Merry Christmas. Glad we got that over with. Exact same way.
And Christians.
Okay.
My grandma's rolling over in her grave.
I digress.
Can't hang with Jews, that's what she said. Anyways, go ahead.
So going back, no, when it comes to cigar smoke versus cigarette smoke, cigarette smokes, and you have to look at what's in it. If with anything, if you eat the same exact food.
So if you eat junk food,
if you eat junk food, like if you go and get a burger from McDonald's versus a burger that you go kill a cow and take its meat, grind it up, and make a burger. Not that I'm suggesting doing that, but I mean, if you want to, if you're on, I digress. It's going to be very different. Where does it come from? What's in it?
Yeah.
And we don't know what is in cigarettes for the most part.
We don't really know what's in them, but we do know they treat them with chemicals to sort of volumize the tobacco they use, and they do all that. So we do know there's a lot of chemicals in there.
Yes.
Like there's, what did you say? Is formaldehyde comes out of these suckers, right?
Formaldehyde, yeah,
And they have
tar,
glass, they have a whole bunch of shit in there.
yeah.
But we do know what happens to these.
Yeah, and to be a premium cigar, it has to be 100% tobacco leaf, which is funny. I had this argument with my sister not too long ago. She partakes in a different kind of smoking, we'll say. And
We get you.
Yes, okay. That kind of smoking,
Ganja.
we were arguing back and forth, and she said, yes, but mine's, it's a plant that comes from the earth and is 100% from the earth. I'm like, what do you think cigar is?
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing.
Well, again, the difference with that now to what it was back in the 60s was it was grown in people's backyards, and naturally they're mass producing it. These things here, I know they're mass producing them, but they're mass producing them in a boutique environment. And
Which is why they're expensive.
fermenting. The important part is they're fermenting
You know,
the leaves.
I just want to point out one thing.
Yes.
How thankful I am that we can have first-hand knowledge of what happened in the 60s from someone in our group.
You're right.
It's just breathtaking that
It really
someone
is.
can speak to exactly what happened from first-hand
So
knowledge.
tell me, what was your favorite dinosaur?
I can still kick your ass. Ladies and gentlemen,
He's not wrong.
The devil.
the devil.
Dave Durham.
Loving this cigar.
Yeah, let's
is
get
very
back to
good,
the
yeah.
cigar because
This is a really nice cigar, and I have had these. In fact, I've got a box in the humidor. I don't have this ring gauge. I've got the Toro. I think it might be like a. I'm totally guessing. It's probably like a 54 or 56 ring gauge.
most likely. Yeah.
Which I'd be interested because you're going to get a lot more flavor out of that. Not that there's a lot of flavor. I mean, there's tons of flavor in this, but you having more of that wrapper on there.
This is really smooth. I would say this could go on the noob list.
I would absolutely say noobless. And again, Ian and I, when we smoked this
We were noobs.
We were very much. I would classify-
Noober.
I-
Noobier?
I was a noob. He was a boob. But when we smoked a cigar,
And that's true to this day.
I do not ever want to say that I've not smoked a cigar that made that much of an impact on me than this. We were
Yeah.
smoking together, and we were off on doing our own thing. We weren't with a bunch of people, and I just.
Well, and that you got to look at that too. I mean, we've both worked at a cigar shop for over a year, and we've seen people come in. A lot of the people who were new smokers said, "My dad used to smoke Monte Cristos, and he loved them, and I want to try one because of that." You see that I would say 50% of new smokers have a nostalgic experience with the cigar that draws them to that. You happen to be my nostalgic experience.
Is that because he's so much older than you?
Not as old as you.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, you literally double our age. But we sat there and we smoked a cigar, and it was just a complex flavor explosion.
You want some more?
Yeah.
And I just remember just chilling there and just getting to know each flavor element as it went through. And we're starting off here on the foot, and we're getting that cocoa, we're getting that leather taste, we're getting that little bit of nuttiness, the hazelnut.
Yeah, I'm getting some nutty now, some nuttiness
that little
now.
sweetness.
Yeah, it towards that second, third, definitely.
And it just sends you off on a journey to try different pieces of it. And I got to tell you, for an $11 cigar,
That ash. You haven't
When
ashed
it
yours
compare
yet,
ash
yeah.
sizes.
I've already.
Let's
I've
compare
already-
ash sizes.
I got a little ash.
Oh,
Yeah, we
you
know.
got more
We
ash.
know. It's okay.
That's fucked up, bro.
That's a flat ash.
That was a good one. Nobody likes a flat ash.
Yeah.
So, so we've got a bit of an audience here tonight, actually.
Yes. Yeah.
We've got my lovely wife and daughter and your girlfriend.
Wait, your wife and daughter's the same person? That's confusing.
We have 3 people here.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. And
I'm sorry.
and your girlfriend, right?
Yes, yeah, my girlfriend.
And we actually have some video of your girlfriend.
Which video?
Let's just say you were dancing.
Which video?
So you're a bit of a dancer, so you like to get out and dance.
Yeah, well, you gotta move a little bit. I like Tony Robbins' approach. He says change your physiology.
This guy can
Change your
sing
psychology.
show tunes, dance music. This guy's like a class act.
Let me rephrase that. I try to listen. I love show tunes and music, and I mean, I'm not like one who can like.
You all be the judge, but there's gonna be some video down below that absolutely.
What songs were they there?
Oh, I'm not
Shut up and dance, man.
I don't know.
That's my jam.
So, but where were we now? It might have been your birthday. Might have been.
You guys were a big cock, right?
Yeah, we were a big cock.
That was good.
Yeah, it was funny.
So, what else do we need to know about you, Ian? Besides, this is the famous Ian from our lighter video, right?
Ah, yes, that is my girlfriend that they were referring to, who I almost set on fire.
You gave her fire crotch.
Well, she's a redhead. But from my recollection, anyway.
We are not touching on that one, Dave.
No, not touching that one.
Nope.
Cut that part out, right?
No.
Nope.
All right.
I do the cutting. I only cut out the bad things I say.
Do the carpet match the drapes?
Brad!
I'm just wondering.
You can't say that.
Why not? He literally just said fire crotch.
You said fire crotch.
That might be true.
Go back and check the footage. Check the transcript.
All right, so listen. What are we doing with this cigar? Are we going to keep talking and smoke it through? Are we going to wait a little bit? And you had these things. You were going to tell me all about these things and how they related to Hanukkah.
I have a little dreidel. I made it out of clay. And then my dreidel I shall play.
Guess
oh,
what?
dreidel.
Intro. That's the intro! Yes, I didn't make the intro! Bam!
To the intro.
So tell us about the dreidel.
So I brought some dreidels with us. This is a very big cultural piece for the Jews, right? And you've got this piece of history, and Hanukkah is a celebration of lights, right? And it's celebrating the miracle of come again?
Jesus?
And he was a Jew.
Exactly. Did Jesus celebrate Hanukkah?
you're going to upset a lot of people. Let him keep going.
All right, go on. All right.
Thank you, sir. So, the celebration of lights was celebrating 8 nights of a miracle in which we had 1 night of oil. And it is one of those pieces where we believe in that higher power came in and helped in a situation of need. But
Okay, so, all right.
Go back.
So, Brad, you've been playing with these things. These, what are they called?
they are dreidels.
And what's that got to do with Hanukkah?
I'm not sure of the exact correlation to Hanukkah, but I will tell you that it's a game that we play on Hanukkah. It is, but you spin it
Like
And
a
then-
top.
like a top,
And it falls on one of 4 sides?
and it lands on 4 sides, and depending on the side that you land, it gives you kind of what you win or what you lose.
So, what are the 4 options?
4 options are Shin, Hey, Gimel, and None.
What do they mean?
None means none.
None.
Shin means shin.
What does shin mean?
Hey means half. Gimel means give me.
I don't want to ash that. It's going really good.
Shin means good.
I know. Want to compare Ash again?
They hold together really
Yeah,
well.
they
don't
really do.
I'm a
really
little
impressed.
jealous
Yeah,
that
seriously. You dumped off.
You
I dropped my ass too early.
play with yours too much,
I
man.
dropped the ass too early.
You know, you heard the saying: if you play with it too much, it'll fall off. That's it there.
I thought the saying was if you leave it in too long, it'll fall off. Anyway, so what? Wait, why would you play it? Why would you play it? So how would the game be played though? So
you have a bunch of guilt. You spin your dreidel.
Okay.
You bet a little, and then you win what you win.
Is there like?
So we're gonna have a game after this.
Absolutely.
All right.
Really? Okay.
We'll have a game.
Is it like minimums? She has to put in like, is it like a 5 shill minimum? 5 gilt minimum?
Guilt.
Gelt.
Yes. There's always a minimum. Well, I will say we are all kind of halfway through our cigars.
Yeah, we're getting nearly halfway in, and
So-
what's changing in this? Is there much? I mean, it's smoothed out a lot. I'm getting more leather, more nuttiness, less cocoa.
Absolutely more leather and nutty.
You know what I'm noticing, because I've told you about this before, I'm noticing more than anything, is the construction of it. I mean, look, like when you smoke this, just the...
He did a boob! That's a boob! You did the boob!
So I'm going to take that as my cue and say that that's probably where I should ash it.
Yep, good call.
But
so that
halfway,
was on me.
Ladies and gentlemen, ash early, ash often.
No, keep it as long as you possibly can, but once it starts to get long enough, just be careful about it, unlike me.
But
I've never had
guys,
it.
I'm all the way through my tasting on this. I know this is probably going to strengthen up a little bit at the end, but otherwise smooth, creamy, easy cigar to smoke, cocoa on the front,
Leather in the middle.
leather in the middle,
Leather in the middle, yep.
nuttiness, sort of. You get the nuttiness in and out all the way through, right?
Yep.
And
And a little bit
really good cigar, and it is pairing really well with the Glenfiddich, the Glenfiddich 14 that we're drinking. You got anything else to add to it?
I got nothing else to add, Dave.
So that's all from me.
And that's all for me.
I'm just going to continue to smoke this.
No, you meant to say that's all from me.
That's all from me, so yeah.
So like, subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.
Happy Hanukkah, folks. Oh, and don't forget, look at the link down below, because we're going to have a
We're going to have a link for you to buy these. Follow the link. Helps the channel.
Helps
Like-
the channel, and you get them for a nice valued price. Right?
Subscribe, comment, share, tell your friends about us. Them. Tell your friends about them.
And tell us if you want to see Ian again.
And then
You'll get all the girls going.
ends
"Yeah, we wanna see Ian
ends
again."
my career there with the Traveling Cigars Bros right there.
All right, catch you later.
See you guys.